What's it like to work with me in a transaction? Well, I don't normally do videos where I talk about myself. I try to make it about you and service to you, but today I'm going to break down some of the 6 things that you can expect when you work with me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole Bowdle, and I'm a local real estate agent in Park City, Utah with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. So the number one thing that you can expect to get when you work with me is what you see is what you get. I recently took the Berkshire Hathaway personality assessment test, and I am an expressive analytical. Big surprise there, if you couldn't tell already. But I'm also a Pisces, and that means that I'm adaptable. So I'm hyper self-aware of other human beings, and I'm hyper self-aware of energy. And I know when I need to shift and adapt to match somebody's energy to meet you where you're at. I'm very self-aware. I'm kind of like a chameleon. So when I meet you, I will probably most likely ask you when your birthday is, because I'm going to go try to find out what zodiac sign you are. And then I'm going to be like, okay, here's how I need to shift my personality. Here's where we might not jive. Here's where we might see like bumps in the road. How can I adjust myself to mesh better with this personality? I am a very open, transparent, and fun person. I am super energetic and I like to joke around. However, I've got that analytical mind in me. So that means when it's time to hunker down and get down to business, that I am super, super thorough and confident in my process. And I take rules, regulations, contract law, and timeliness in a very serious manner, and preparedness. I always show up prepared, and I take that very seriously. I used to be a professional dancer, and so I am extremely disciplined. I did ballet 7 days a week. I did hip hop, jazz, tap, everything that you could ever imagine. All styles, competed in it, went to school for it, was in Disney's High School Musical. So you guys, when it comes to discipline, timeliness, showing up on my A game, like I have that down to a T. I am a super fast learner. I talk really fast and I move really fast. But that Pisces side of me, I'm able to adapt to my environment really quickly and be a chameleon. Time is of the utmost importance to me, so I really emphasize showing up on time, being on time, doing what I'm going to say, holding myself with integrity, and doing what you're going to say you're going to do is how you build reciprocity. So I hold myself to a really high standard. And integrity is a value that is extremely important to me. To not only show up with integrity for you, but to do what I said I was going to do for myself as well. The second thing is that I am a creatively wired person, very artistic. If you can't already tell, I like photography, I like design. I am an architect's daughter and a real estate agent's daughter. My dad is an architect and a real estate agent, so I've been surrounded by houses and design my whole life. And then the fact that I grew up as a dancer for the last 20 years, went to a professional level. You guys, I am creative. I love video. I love photography. I love exploring creative things. I love learning about new trends. I am an expert at social media marketing. I take as many online courses as I can, whether it's how to do Instagram better, how to do Facebook better, what is LinkedIn looking for, what is YouTube looking for, where can I get your property online, what can I do to help showcase your property better in an online setting, because guess what? That is the number one place that buyers are going to look for homes is online. The third thing that you can expect from me is I am an excellent communicator, very high level. If something needs to be communicated, I will let you know immediately. You can ask my very first clients. When we put their house on the market, I was keeping them up to date, seriously, probably twice a day, because the first day that their house hit the market, we had 3 offers by 8 p.m. So you bet your butt that I was in communication with them about what was going on. How do we handle this? We just got an offer. Oh my God, we have another offer. Holy crap, we have 3 offers. Let's sit down. Let's meet. Let's go over these. Where your head's at. Here's where, at the end of the day, I can't tell you what to do, but I get to guide you. Here's what offer 1 looks like. These are the pros and cons. Here's offer 2. Here are the pros and cons. Here's offer 3. Here are the pros and cons. What would you guys like to do? I also think that when we work with one another, we need to lay out expectations from the beginning. What is your preferred method of communication? Would you prefer that I call you, email, text you, video chat you, FaceTime you, DM you? What is it? We need to be on the same level of expectations. And also, I need to know that you're going to be there, because if we go under contract or we get an offer, time is of the essence. And if you're unreachable, then that contract goes bye-bye and your house is not sold anymore. Or if I'm help representing a buyer and we put in an offer and you go MIA forever, and I can't reach you, that becomes problematic as well. So we need to be in close touch at all times, and I need to know your preferred method of communication. So story time. I actually had a transaction that was in contract and everything was going great. And we kept getting kind of addendums back and forth, addendum after addendum after addendum, because they kept adding a buyer or changing their financing or whatever. Every deal is different, right? So what ended up actually happening is that my sellers went on a cruise. They were going on a cruise with their family, and this transaction was in escrow. Everything was great. We told the buyer's agent, hey, our sellers are going on a cruise, so if you send over any addendums and you need to extend anything, please make sure that you give them a little bit more time, because we are not going to be able to contact our sellers when they are on a cruise, because they were an elderly couple and they're with their family, they're enjoying things, so they don't have their phone on, they don't have a computer. I mean, they're not checking their text message and their emails. As far as they know, the house is in escrow, everything's great. Well, guess what happens? We get an addendum from the buyers. They found fire damage in the attic and we need to extend due diligence. And guess what? We are calling, texting, emailing our sellers, cannot get a hold of them. So what do? Well, in order to protect the buyers, they ended up having to cancel the contract. However, they were on the same page, and we knew that our sellers were like, no, they will extend it. They understand there's fire damage. These guys have lived in this house for 50 years. So they lived there not knowing that when they bought the house, there was an attic fire or some sort of damage. So they needed to extend, in a nutshell, basically. So they ended up having to cancel. So you can manage the panic in our sellers' voices when they call us. What happened? What happened? Oh my gosh, we are so sorry. We didn't have cell service. We don't have a computer. We're in international waters. And no, we want to extend it. We don't want them to cancel. So luckily, both sides still wanted the transaction to go through. So as soon as our sellers got back into town, we were able to reinstate the REPC and move forward and close the deal. And both sides were happy. So that is why we need to be in communication and have expectations all the time, because you never know what is going to come up. You guys, real estate is a wild ride. The fourth reason is that, I've kind of explained this already, but you guys, I'm a lifelong learner. I am like mindset hardcore to the max, like work on myself daily. I love Tony Robbins. I love Brendan Burchard. I've been in his coaching program forevers. I love Rachel Hollis, big fan of hers. If you guys, I like going to personal development conferences. Like most real estate agents go to the real estate conventions. I like the personal development side because I like taking what other people are doing in their business and their online successful businesses. And rather than going to a real estate convention and doing what every real estate agent is doing, I like to go to other conventions where I'm working on my mindset. I'm seeing how they're implementing and then taking what they're doing and twisting it and making it work for my business and, backing it with real estate. And I think that's how I stand out differently, because I just don't solely only go to real estate conventions and only use real estate coaches and only use all these other things. No, I use mindset coaches. I love, spirituality. I love all these things. I love to grow and learn and educate and read books. You guys, I am a book nerd to the max. Anything and everything I can do to level up myself, level up my A game, because I don't have a plan B. Real estate I am in it for the long haul, and I want to be the best at it. So you bet your butts that during this quarantine time, I am leveling up, doubling down, learning new skills, and sharpening my act. I am a true believer that you control two things in your life: your attitude and your effort. And outside circumstances are completely out of your control, and you cannot control that, but you can control how you respond to it. And that is a value that I absolutely 100 and 1,000 times percent abide by. You are in control of your attitude and your effort and how you're showing up, the energy that you are bringing into others. Are you lifting it up? Are you adding value, or are you being needy? The last thing I want to do is be a needy person. So you bet that I am leveling up, figuring out what I need to do to make myself feel good in order to bring value to the people that I am surrounded by. The thing is that, you guys, I'm on it. I always say what I'm going to do. I'm fast. If you ask me for something, I will probably have it done within the hour, if not sooner. And if I can't have it done within the hour because I need to wait for answers from somebody, like if I don't know the answer to something, I will go find it. My main goal is to make your real estate transaction ELF. Easy, lucrative, and fun. We've got to make it easy. We don't want you pulling your hair out. We don't want you stressed. The stress is on me. I'm the one that does all the work. I'm the one that does all the paperwork. I'm the one that does all the navigating. And I am just guiding you to help you make good decisions. It's to be lucrative for you. When you sell your house, you need to make money, right? That's what it's all about. Investing in real estate. I mean, there was one broker that told me at Keller Williams, you should sell your house every 2 years if you want to make money. And I thought, holy crap, every 2 years? Wow. That's like you barely get situated and then you're already selling your house. Like wild, right? And the sixth reason is that, you guys, I am not a solo act. I actually have two people that I work with, and they actually happen to be my mom and my dad. My mom recently got her real estate license a few years ago. And so she is like our transaction coordinator. She likes to work behind the scenes. And I work with my dad a lot. He's been in real estate for the last 10 years, and he's been an architect for the last 30. He runs his own practice, very successful, commercial, hotel, commercial, residential. There is nobody who is, I'm going to brag about him for a moment. He is the smartest person I've ever met. There is nobody that knows houses like he does. He knows the building process. He knows the codes. He knows who you need to talk to at the city. He knows anything and everything. And then we complement each other well. So people who don't necessarily want maybe a younger agent will maybe gravitate towards him with his knowledge and his professionalism. So really when it comes down to it is that I'm confident. I know what I'm doing. I have a team to back me up. I have brand power. I have an amazing brokerage behind me. At the end of the day, I want to show up as a leader. I want to show up as a role model. I want to show up as a guide. And I want to be your friend too. And I want to do a good job for you. And I don't want you to not enjoy working with me. Now, when it comes down to it, people shoot videos. They learn about personality. You're not going to be for everybody. So am I going to be for everybody? Probably not. But some people may enjoy working with my dad more. Some people may enjoy working with me more. And whatever happens, we just take the back seat or we take the lead with each other on co-lists. So thanks for watching my video. Please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. I post new videos every single Monday.